started my print-on-demand Shopify store in July of 2023 with 0 sales. And since July, I've done over $300,000 in revenue, selling only t-shirts. And I've pocketed $35,567.87 of pure profit. If you're new here, my name is Meg, and I'm in the middle of a print-on-demand challenge to see if I can make $100,000 of profit in the first 6 months of running my print-on-demand store. I only have 94 days or 2,256 hours to earn $64,432.13 to make sure that I have exactly $100,000 in my bank account by January 31st. In this video, I'm going over the last week of running this store, as well as sharing what went well, what didn't go so well, and I'll even be breaking down the financials to see if I'm anywhere closer to $100,000 in pure profit. Let's get into it. Here we have the Shopify analytics for the store so far. So as you can see, we started on July 1st and today is October 29th. So I just did the total sales up through yesterday. As you can see, we've done $314,854.20 in revenue with an average order value of $43.89. Almost 3,000 store sessions, a 2.37 conversion rate for the store overall, almost 6,500 orders, and our time to fulfill is roughly 2 days and 2 hours. So now that you can see the entire history from starting this store to today, you know that I'm not full of it. Let's break down this past week. So this past week was October 22nd through October 28th. As you can see, we've done $31,135.82 in revenue. We had a $42.41 average order value. So this is the average amount that people were checking out with. We had over 26,000 store sessions over the week, a 2.39% conversion rate, which is typical and around where we have been sitting recently. We did 660 orders this week with an average time to fulfill of 2 days and 18 hours. Overall, not a bad week. As you can see, our sales really jumped up. We did just over 6,000 on Saturday, which is great. It may have been one of the highest days since running this store. As you can see, our average has been around 4,000 in revenue every day, some days dipping down. Our lowest day was $3,500.15 in revenue. So overall, revenue was pretty decent. Average order value, pretty consistent. It looks like on Tuesday, it was $51.16. It can fluctuate a little bit, but a $42 average order value is pretty decent. I would definitely take that. It's typically like one shirt orders because we'll charge for the shirt as well as then charge the shipping. So this is charging the shirt plus the shipping, averaging out every single order, $42.41. Store conversion rate, 2.39%. I would love for this to be higher, but again, this is just where we've been sitting. It looks like this is where the store's normal will be. So I'm not concerned about that. Let's dive into the financials though and see if we've made anything this week. As you all know, we have to start with our revenue, which was $31,135.82. That's the big number, and then things pretty much get deducted out from there. Our Printify refunds, this is money that we get back from Printify because we sell so many t-shirts with them. They give 5% of our production cost, and any taxes that we would have paid, they give that back to us. So this is just based off of a calculation. We get that payment once a month has closed out. So this is really a very close estimate, which is $542.97. We have our 2% cash back. This is our business credit card that we use. We put everything that we possibly can for the business on this credit card because we get 2% back on every single purchase with it. Luckily, we can put our cost of goods with Printify on there, which is our largest expense. We can put all of our ad spend on this credit card as well to get 2% on that. And then as well as pretty much our entire overhead, we can put on the credit card as well. So for 2% cash back, we will get $499.59. This would then be tax-free, which is really nice. Uncle Sam can't take any of that. For our total income for the store this week of $32,178.38. So this is our big number that we're starting with. Now we do have to deduct out all of our costs that we had on the store this week. So let's break those down. As I've said before, our Printify cost of goods is our most expensive expense. Typically, it's anywhere from 40 to 50% of our total revenue is just going to fulfilling our orders. So this past week, we spent $14,479.18 on all of our goods. Overall, this is a 45% cost of goods, which is a little higher than it has been. It can fluctuate from time to time if a printer is out of stock of some shirts or they had to reroute some packages. You can end up spending a little bit more. This is just something to keep an eye on. If it keeps creeping up, definitely talk to Printify, figure out if something's going on with the printer, etc. As you can see here, we did discounts and refunds. Again, we offer a pop-up when people come to the site. We offer them 20% off their first order if they sign up for emails. So the largest chunk of this is discounts. And then we also have some refunds. So if people aren't happy with their order, we'll give them their money back. This is sitting where it has been. Nothing's jumping out as concerning here. Facebook ad spend, we spent $10,231.37. This is in the actual ad account. We had a 2.33 average ROAS, which is great, meaning that we're profitable. Every store is a little bit different, but we like to be above a 2 on Facebook to know that we are definitely making money. Would love for this to be higher, but overall not too bad. Our cost per click average was 44 cents. Overall, not too bad. As far as Google, we spent $269 on Google advertising. As you can see here, $269 for over $1,000 in purchases. In the last video, I talked about how we just keep getting capped every day. Like it won't spend the amount that like we're giving Google to spend, which I guess isn't a bad thing. It's not like it's just blowing through the money and we're not making anything in return, but we're not actually like hitting that threshold. So this I think could be running even more profitable if it was spending more. But again, we need to do some more research on Google Ads. It's not something that we are experts in any way, shape, or form, but it's always good to see you're spending less and making more back. So that's wonderful. I think this could be a great way to continue to scale up the store. TikTok, again, we don't do anything with TikTok yet. I have it added here because it's on my agenda, it's on my to-do, just definitely not there yet. And merchant fees, this is Shopify and PayPal fees, just comes with using their platforms. That was $1,136.94. So our total costs of everything that ends up getting deducted out will be $29,277.34. Again, deduct out that overhead expense, and we are left with $2,313.04. Our total net margin was a 7.4% profit margin. So this was up a full percent over last week, which is great. Our off Facebook ROAS was up, so that's good. That's probably why we have a higher net margin. And our cost of goods, again, 45%, just something that we need to keep an eye on. So after looking at all this, breaking down the financials, we made $2,300 this week, which is fabulous. But let's figure out how much money I need to make in order to have $100,000 in my bank account by January 31st. So as you can see, my goal here is $100,000 in my bank account. I have made $35,567.87 in profit, needing to make $64,432.13. We will subtract out the money that we made this week right here. I need to make $62,119.09 in order to reach my goal by January 31st. So from July 1st now to October 29th, I have made $37,880.91 in pure profit. This is money that goes directly into my bank account that I get to keep and spend how I want to spend. It's not revenue. This is after all of the costs have been taken out from the revenue. So $37,880.91. Definitely not too bad. Close to $10,000 months. So we definitely need to rev it up a little bit. Hopefully Black Friday and holidays help me actually reach and attain this goal. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications. That way you don't miss any updates from me. But thanks for watching.